this video. Uh, Alright. Like before I got saved, when I saw a gay couple, this gay couple, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me that much, Just like a lot of the world isn't bothered by a gay couple. But this is what's crazy. After I got saved, like tonight, the same gay couple was in front of me. Same gay couple that didn't bother me before I got saved. It bothered me greatly to see a gay couple in front of me. I'm like, what the? Because I have God's Spirit in me now. After being saved, I have God's Spirit in me. God despises that sin of homosexuality. God hates that. He despises that sin of homosexuality. He does. I'm not kidding. Now I know it for sure. Now I know it for sure. You know what I mean? He loves the individual, but not the sin of homosexuality that they're involved with. He hates it. Now I know why he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how much he despises it. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding. I'm surprised he doesn't do Sodom and Gomorrah destruction right now. That's how much it bothers God. I'm not kidding. It didn't bother me that much beforehand. Before it didn't bother me at all, really. Just gay couple, no big deal. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else accepted them, Oh, but to God, it's a big violation. It's a big violation to God. Huge. Huge violation. Think about it. That's not the way God created man and woman. You know what I mean? That's not the way he created man. To be partnered up with another man. That's not the way God created it at all. It's a total violation. He didn't make Adam and Steve. He didn't. For a reason. It's a total violation for Adam and Steve. You know what I mean? You've heard that phrase. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You know what I mean? It's true. There's some legitimacy. Now that I know the King James is correct. God did create Adam and Eve. He did. That did happen. You know what I mean? Created Adam first, not me, but the different Adam. And then he created Eve out of Adam. That's the dynamic. That is not a violation to God. That dynamic. Male, female, in a relationship together is not a violation to God. That's no violation at all. Man and man in relationship is a big violation to God. A big violation. It's a big no-no. It's a big no-no. Big no-no. Yep. No joking around. Yep. And you can see even more clearly. This is, I've heard this my whole life. Oh, I was born in the wrong body. I was born the wrong sex. I was born, you know what I mean? All that, I've heard that. I'm like, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe a woman was born in a man's body. Maybe. I don't believe it. Nope. At some point in their life, this is true. At some point, whatever age, they made a choice. They made a choice to start being attracted to the opposite, to the wrong sex. They made a choice. They did. I don't care what anybody says. They were not born like that. No one is born gay. No one is. No baby comes out of a mother and it's like, the baby's like, I'm gay. You know what I mean? Never happened. Never. No, same for the female. Female doesn't come out of the mother right right when it comes out, the mother cries out, "I'm a lesbian." You know what I mean? Get what I mean? It's legit. Like, man, there's some truth to that. No one is born gay. No one. Think about it. You're just a baby. How do you know what gay even is? You have no sexual attraction at all as a baby. You know what I mean? It's a choice at some point. It's a choice at some point to go gay. It is. Whether you were hurt by the opposite sex, so they disgust you so much that you will only be attracted to the same sex because the opposite sex hurt you that bad. Something like that happened. You know what I mean? I totally believe that now. You got hurt by the opposite sex, and so you refused to be in a relationship with the opposite sex because you got hurt by the opposite sex at some point, and then you chose not to be attracted to the opposite sex. You chose not to be. You went against your own natural attraction, to go towards the same sex. It's a choice. I totally believe it now. Yeah, no one is born gay. No one. No one is born lesbian. No one. I know. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Totally a choice of the individuals. Totally a choice of the individuals. Yeah, totally. Yep. So, yeah, it's no joking around. Yeah. It's way more clear now. Way more. I don't think they should be persecuted. You know what I mean? I don't think so. Like people treat them and persecute them for that. But they should be explained to that it's a sin. Just that. It's a sin. You know what I mean? It's a sin that you chose. You know what I mean? Until they face that reality of like, okay, I did choose this. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? But you don't bully them. You don't bully them or anything like that. It's not them. It's the sin. That's the problem. It's not them. It's the sin. You know what I mean? The choice. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not natural. It isn't. It's even more unnatural. That's another thing. It's even more unnatural after you're saved. You see it more like God does, how way unnatural it is to see two dudes in a relationship. It's even more unnatural. So bizarre, I can't even describe it. It never bothered me like this. Never. Same couple before I got saved didn't bother me like this. Now it's like, that's a big sin. It's a big sin, all of a sudden. That's why I believe Sodom and Gomorrah, I believe that in the Bible. Yep. That sin angers God. Oh man, that angers God. It's a big violation, a huge violation. Huge. God's design, huge violation. Out of control, you know what I mean? Huge violation. If it's out of control and they can't stop, they won't stop. God's got to do something. He has to. If it's out of control, it's out of control. You know what I mean? So, basically. Too many people are getting hurt. That's what I see. Too many children around are getting too hurt around Sodom and Gomorrah. Too many children. You hurt the children, God notices, okay? Too many children are getting hurt or something. It angered God. It got out of control. You know what I mean? Or something. I can see it totally now. It's not just some story in the Bible. It really happened. It really happened. That happened. He got angry. Sodom and Gomorrah for this sin of homosexuality. He got mad. Ooh, man. I didn't know he got this mad. You know what I mean? He got mad. Oh, man. Yeah. Imagine if you're God and you created it, man, woman. You're supposed to be man, woman, man, woman, man, woman. That's what it's supposed to be, man, woman, man, woman. They totally violate that. It's all man, 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 man. Sodom and Gomorrah got out of control. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's enough about that. That's a good example when a sin gets out of control. The sin of homosexuality got out of control at Sodom and Gomorrah. It got out of control. God had to call it. He had to call it. Say, this is way out of control. This is way far stretch from Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. This is a way far stretch. Sodom and Gomorrah is a way far stretch from that. The apple fell way from the tree. Literally, the apple fell way far from the tree in the garden, when Sodom and Gomorrah happened. Way far from the tree of man and woman, way far from the tree. So it's like, man. A bunch of Adam and Steves. You know what I mean? Way far from the Garden of Eden apple. You know what I mean? Very far. Not about that. But it was bizarre. I'm like, what the? Like, I could see how it was a big violation in God's sight. A gay couple, big violation. Now, before it wasn't like that. I'm like, this isn't a violation of God, I wasn't a fan of God in the past. I thought God was a polygamist. In the Mormon church, I thought God was just a polygamist, you know what I mean? I'm like, he doesn't care about homosexuality. He doesn't care about that kind of stuff. He's too busy having a bunch of wives. He doesn't care about the homosexual. He does care about homosexuality. It's a big sin. But yeah. At least I know now. I believe Sodom and Gomorrah. I believe that happened more than ever. This sin bothers God greatly. Oh, man. And when I was in support groups, it didn't really bother me to hold hands with guys, for the serenity prayer. But since I got saved, I'm like, this is a violation. Holding a hand with the guy, even for a second, is a violation to God. I'm like, what the? It really bothers. Just holding the guy's hand through a serenity prayer for a second is a big violation. Like, just holding your hand, just for a second. I'm like, what? It's legit. God is so against this sin. Even holding hands for a second with the guy. I'm not kidding. Doing a serenity prayer. Yeah. That's what I noticed after getting saved. Going to a support group, doing a serenity prayer, holding hand. Big violation. You're like, man, God sees this as a homosexual thing. Holding a hand with a dude for a second. I'm like, man, I gotta stop doing that. I am gonna stop doing it. No more serenity prayers. Nope. No more of that. Violation. Alert. Violation. Just holding hands for a second for a serenity prayer. Violation. Just for 1 second. What the? It's legit. God is so against that sin that even holding a hand for a second with the serenity prayer that they always do at support groups is a big no-no. It's a big no-no just to do that. I'm like, what the? Because, Adam and Eve held hands and stuff. That's a man and woman thing, holding hands. It is. And God knows that. God knows holding hands is for man and woman, just holding hands. You know what I'm saying? It's a man and woman thing. Yeah. So if you're doing it with another guy, God's like, alert, alert. This is not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be holding hands with the woman only. Yep. God will let you know. And he has. Very interesting. I was doing homosexual stuff in support groups, just holding hands and Serenity Prayer. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. Now I know it. No one's half the battle. Just simple stuff like that. Just that. Violation. Violation. Yeah. So, anyways, enough about that. But yeah. In a nutshell, God hates that sin. That even if you're doing it for a sec, like holding hand for a second, just an innocent gesture, not meaning to be gay. God is like, nope, nope, not even meaning to be. You're just doing what they do in the support groups. You're not even meaning to, still violation by God. It's like, nope, don't even do it for a second. Don't even do it for a second. That's how strict God is. Yeah. But usually in the support groups, it's all women, and I'm just there. So it's usually I'm holding hands with women, but this last time was different, and I think God made me do that on purpose to have me see how big of a violation it is just holding a hand with a dude, because usually I'm the only guy at this sport group. Not this time. It was totally weird. This time, it was. So. Anyways. About that. Yep, God hates this sin. Even like little stuff. Just like little stuff that's gay. Just like little stuff that's gay. A little bit gay. God does not like it. It's a violation. Yeah. Battle Axe needs to man up. No more holding hands at sport groups. So I gotta take it seriously. Even if the crowd's doing it. Even if the crowd's doing it. And then it makes me want to do it because the crowd's doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. That's all I'll say for this video.